Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today we're back. I do apologize. I was gone for a couple days, missed a couple posts, but had that crud that was going around, and every time I started a video, I couldn't stop coughing. Anyway, we're back with rune-tail, the Kitsune Ascendant. So I love this guy because if you can play him early enough, he just kind of auto flips. So your general is pretty much an enchantment, which is arguably harder to deal with. People pack board wipes. Not a lot of decks have a high concentration of enchantment removal. But anyway, it just prevents all damage that would be done to your creatures. That's all. No big. Now, it's really good when paired with red, obviously, but we can't do that here. So, I guess first and foremost, let's look at what are the advantages? What are the cards that we can play here that we wouldn't normally be able to play? Caltrops. It's going to deal 1 damage to every single creature that attacks, including yours, which doesn't matter because it's prevented. Lightmine Field. Same thing. It just deals more than 1 most of the time. Wave of Reckoning is a decent board wipe in the fact that your guys don't care. So this is a 5 mana, essentially, mass calcify, which we'll get to later. But now there are a lot of not square-statted creatures that this just flat-out won't kill, but still, I like it. And of course, Time Bomb. Time Bomb, I played the heck out of this card. I guess you can tell because that was before deck protectors. Now, I did wanted some duplication with the fact that, like, in case your general does get dealt with, or you can't cast it, or whatever, at least this way, the Dolmen Gate, it prevents it to the attackers. Now, I do have Pariah in there, because Pariah is the absolute most beautiful thing. You put it on one of your creatures, you just don't block, you don't take any damage. I mean, all damage done to me, I put it on the creature, he can't take damage. It's rainbows and sunshine. And of course, just in case you don't have your general, we do have a little backup plan in Mr. Chomano, because it's hard to run Pariah and not run Chomano. Orbs of Warding. I like having X-Proof. And, you know, it makes 1/1s not that big a deal. Kind of the same as Urza's Armor, and really similar to Guardian Seraph. So, and to top it all off, the reverse damage. Yes, I specifically chose that art because that is what taught me about keeping white mana open. Now, that cool Pariah Chomano thing led me down another path. The first of which was Veteran Bodyguard. That you can just put on him your damage. So that's really good. He can't die to damage. And by the way, does this not look like 1980s style Jean-Claude Van Damme? That's what I've always called this card. Palisade Giant, pretty much the same thing. Killed Joran. Royal Guard, the Oracle's Attendants, and yes, the Beacon of Destiny. Now, it just, you know, if you can get out of taking damage, it's beautiful. Just don't take damage. But the other problem is, what happens when it's late game, they actually remove your general, and you're no longer at 30 life and can't flip him. So let's get to the life gain. Now, Soul Warden can get you there by herself because she's amazing. Sarah Ascendant has the same, it checks for the same number, 30, so that right there, I mean, it's kind of a shoe-in. The Faithbender is going to double up our life. Ivory Tower and True Conviction are going to get the life back for us. Now, the Firewalker is kind of meh. He is so conditional, but, you know, 20% of the time, he's amazing. And a Johnny's Pride mate here is just going to help take advantage of gaining all that life. Now, I do have the Ether Flux Reservoir. I did not... I realized that what just happened. Why am I not... The Ether Flux... Sorry, guys. I got a new computer and a block just come up here and obscured my thing. Another reason why the wife got me actually a Christmas present, and it's a new laptop, and thank you, honey. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Ether Flux Reservoir. I realized it's best in blue decks or in blue-white decks or something where you can animate it and give it spirit link so that you can just, as soon as you get to 50, you can just shotgun everybody at the table. Because as soon as you deal the 50, it has life link. Because it deals the damage, so you gain the 50 life, and then you can do it to the next player, the next player, the next player. So that's not happening here because we are just mono white, and I don't know. So, but there is enough life gain in here. I figure that the reservoir is justified. Now let's go through some artifacts real quick. Now we're going to soul ring into the Pearl Medallion. Thunder. Okay, that is not a lot. I am running the Argivian Fine just to get it back. Now, dudes, let's look at our dudes. Now, Krovax just kind of fits just because, I mean, we're white and he kills goblins and elves and all kinds of things. Knight of the White Orchid is pretty good. The Sun Titan I hear is decent. And you know, if I'm running Sun Titan, I'm running the Burnishing Heart. And given the bishop the exactly half of the Sun Titan, a day in court here, because I figure if we can, you know, keep getting them both, or keep getting the whatever, and the Sun Titan, you've got other targets like the Crypt, because exiling somebody's graveyard is akin, in my mind, to making them discard half the cards in their hand, because that is a very valuable resource. In some decks, it is more important than the hand, but Blazing Archon's just a good old-fashioned beater that, you know, points creatures in another direction. Steel Hellkite is my removal, as well as Soltari Visionary. Now, White Main Line is going to bounce whatever we needed bouncing to save it. Playing with this Avacyn because she does prevent some damage. Now, Rhea Dawnbringer is going to get things back for us. Blinding Angel. Because Blinding Angel. I mean, it's too good not to play with. To take a combat step away from a player that can't block a flyer. Wow. And now, I think our last creature, because we do have all that life gain, we might as well be running the Terra Avatar. 7 mana is not that hard to get to. And this can be a beaten, especially if you've got out the double strike lifelink enchantment. And you can go, what is that? Assuming you're at the 40. Well, no, you're not going to be at the 40. Assuming you're at the 30. If this has double strike and life link, what is that? The first strike damage is going to get you from 30 to 60, and the regular damage is going to get you from 60 to 120 in one combat step, which is going to get you at 120 life, and it's going to make this 120 creature, providing you're at 30 to start with. But anyway, odds are she ain't taking damage anyway, so it's whatever. Now, quasi creature, I am running a Smuggler's Copter because, hey, we got all these smugglers copters. We might as well use them. After they got banned, I bought like 20 or so at 50 cents a piece, and it's still a good card. It does filter. It can get you the answer you need quicker, and it's playable turn one off a Soul Ring, so it's all good. Now let's see here. What can we do to help our dudes? We can let them block 2 dudes and give them vigilance. Mass calcify legit helps our dudes. Armored Ascension, Brave the Elements, Charge Across Arabia even. Mono white staples, I think. Now, as well as I think Dust to Dust should be, because nowadays, to exile a artifact, I don't think it's worth 3 mana, but I think they think it's worth 2. But definitely getting 2 artifacts for 3 mana, I'll take that at sorcery speed. Humble is another one that will take care of that nasty indestructible word. Hey, so we'll condemn. Now, Stasis Snare, Disenchant, Holy Day, Resurrection. Now, I do have Story Circle in here because of the damage prevention kind of sub-theme that we've got going. But Story Circle is, I mean, it's not bad. And it's, if something happens to it and you have to discard it to a copter or somebody gets rid of it, you can totally get it back with the Titan. I mean, it can definitely point a lot of creatures in a different direction. And that is how I view the circle-ish cards is, hey, you know, it don't pay to attack me, send your dude somewhere else. It's kind of table position, especially if there is a common color among everyone else. That is beautiful. Now, Call for Unity. To be honest with you, I'm trying this out. I like it, and I think I did put in a few things to trigger it, like I am running a Terramorphic and Evolving Wilds in there in a monocolor deck, so that's a thing. The Burnished Heart, the Turmoil's Crypt, things that just go to the graveyard when you use them. Now, granted, this is not a... I think there are better uses for Call of Unity. I think that we can... because left the battlefield, I mean, I think there are ways to absolutely break this card. But it only triggers at the beginning of your end steps, so it's not like you can just mound up a ton of counters. Now, Evangelize is another one that is, this is a 9-mana sorcery, and yeah, 9-mana sorceries are, you know, few and far between and better win you the damn game. But yeah, I don't know that I have ever cast this for 5. I've cast it for 9 because the 5 mana to do it once or 9 mana to do it, you know, and be able to do it every turn thereafter. Hey, give me one of your dudes. Any of them, I don't care. It's I guess 9 mana is what the Preacher ability is worth from the Dark. Huh. Didn't think about that. Anyway, we also have Consulate Crackdown. I love that it says your opponent's control. This is just a dirty wrong card, and it warms my heart. Shuts down a ton of decks. Oh my god. I think the Brea player just went up to go get pizza. And then our last card is, of course, Dampening Field, because evidently we're going to hate on artifacts. I don't know. Yeah, we got like, what was that, 5 mana rocks, which is not a whole lot, but I mean, obviously you choose if and when you want to play it, but Dampening Field is a it's a beast when cast against the same decks that Consulate Crackdown is. So that is what I have got. Y'all, I do appreciate y'all for watching. I think this is like the first or second day of winter. I'm not sure which. Well, here in Tennessee, that means rain, but it's cool. I'm used to it. I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. And I think we're going to get on out of here and shuffle and cut.